very, very busy day here. We've got a lot done, and it's been a really good day. Hope everybody had as good a day as we had. Here are some Typhon Mystery 9 bags finishing up. The red thread and the royal blue thread. I believe we will have extras of these that will be available. I think there's probably 1 or 2 extra in each color. The balance of the stacked 8 mag rigs in Woodland are there. A bunch of small utilities. Yes, I know some of you guys have these on order. These will ship. They are right there. A second batch of OD Rallymans, pals on the side. Some OD medium closed bags right there. We have all of this stuff cut and ready to go. I'm not even sure what's on the floor. I do see some handles for large tool bags, though I don't know. Oh, you know what I bet these are? These are, I bet these are handles for firewood carriers. I bet that's what those are. This looks like these are going to be wrapped cards for 12 gauge micros. Maybe cop rigs, but I think they're probably 12 gauge micros. And more mag pouches, large tool bags, PALS Micro Rig 12 columns, and on. Highlander 8 mag stacked, multicam black 8 mag stacked, mini packs and Woodland, mini packs multicam black red, mini pack multicam black toxics, 12 gauge micro Woodland, CQB subloads Woodland, 308 split fronts in Woodland, and firewood carriers. That is what those are. Hope everybody had a great day. We can talk about or look at whatever you guys want to look at. If there's a piece of kit you want to see, if there's some gear you want to see, whatever we want to discuss. This is our show. We can do whatever we want here. Box of American Badassery on the way. Right on. Did anybody else get shipping today? Did anybody else receive SOE gear today? Let's walk over here, see what's on the wall. Tiger Stripe Deplorable. Those are awesome bags, aren't they? Come from the top here. AK Glock Guy, what's up? William Benjamin Brewer, what's going on? Yeah, buddy. Jason, Jacob, Seaside, Paul Bennett, what's up? John Dean, Mojave Wizard, Isaac Barrett, Chris Hall, what's up, Chris? Josh Winnie, what's up? We were talking about you today. Shipping for OD Radio Pouch, nice. Box of American Badassery on the way. EXN, what's up? Heard there was a 7.3 earthquake in Alaska. I had not heard that. Any info on that from anybody? I got 3 SOE boxes today. Nice, Chris. Tiger Deplorable. Have any Yugoslav style stuff? No, we make, this is the United States. You might not have heard that. I don't even know what Yugoslav style stuff would be. What you mean by that? Dano, what's up? Travis Weaver, Paul Bennett, how are you? Our side pouches for the Mystery 9s going to be made soon. What are we calling side pouches? The 6x6s, we've made almost 200 of them in the last couple of weeks. I packed a ton of them Monday and Tuesday and even this morning. This is what I've got remaining. If you're talking about the 6x12s, yes, they will of course be made. How sexy I am. Yes, that's generally what we talk about, Josh. When I think of sexiness, I think of you. They had another 5.5 earthquake about an hour ago. Maybe that's a good thing, releasing pressure. Ice Mike, what's up? Deco, Bummer, Uncultured. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Are you the Yugoslav guy? Tom, what's up? How are you? I touched a lot of SOE gear today. Does that count? Yes, it does. Are the side pouches for the Mystery 9s? There we go. Been watching the floods in New York. I didn't even know there was fucking floods going on in New York. Is a hot dog a sandwich? You can tell your story however you want to. however, whatever you want it to be, man. We had Euros lunch today. They were very good. Pancake or waffles? I'll take either one, but given the choice, always going to go with waffles because it holds more stuff. I had a waffle actually at the hotel Saturday. They had a little continental, is it continental breakfast? And they had a little batter thing, and you fill up these little cups, and then you put it in the waffle maker, and it beeps, and then you turn it, and it beeps, and it's done. And they had blueberries and strawberries and syrup and whipped cream, the whole deal. It was Belgians, yeah, that's the one. I go to Cheesecake Factory just to get a Belgian waffle. And then I'm like, can I have a bowl of strawberries? Not that bullshit you guys put on the cheesecake, but an actual bowl of strawberries. And they're like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm like, look, I've done it 100 times. You can do it. Charge me whatever you need. Write it up however you need to write it. Make it happen, Cap'n. Missed the SOE breakfast video? Dude, we haven't done SOE breakfast videos in 15 years. Blew 2 tires on the Paul Bennett, man. Paul, bud. Somebody has put a spell on you. Not a good one. Saw on the Tactical Response live earlier, Lewis is in town. Lewis is in town, yeah. Yeah, he's been here a few times. I hope that you are well, Paul. Railroad spikes make tires flat. I guess they do. Fries or tots? Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. I hope you're happy with whatever it is. I hope that you live a life to where you can make that decision between fries and tots. Because I have a feeling that in Russia, in the gulags in Russia, they just give you some stuff and you get to eat whatever they give you. Clever, how are you, buddy? I got some Honduran milk snakes. Some of them look very coral snake-ish. Everybody's been sending me these pictures of these. I don't remember what country they are. These coral, they're beautiful. It's like this bluish turquoise snake, very keel, rough scaled, with a bright red head. Very pretty. It's some kind of coral snake. In Russia, the tots fry you. Tavar, what's up, buddy? This has been a shirt in the making of John. Hey, Grok, tell me about the Jews. The Jews. That's what jewelry stands for. Jewelry. All right, I think we got all of the comments here. Let's go to live chat. Malayan blue coral. Yep, Malayan blue coral. There you go. In Russia, the top. Okay, we've read everything. I helped a rainbow hair kid change his tire a while back. No bullshit. Had a 10mm wrench sticking out of the tread. Yeah. I told him that everyone loses the 10mm, keep the wrench. Yeah. Any black fupas? No, we don't have any black fupas. No. If you have a black one on order, I have probably multicam black ones that could fill the order. Ordered a vehicle med bag during the promo. Thank you. I don't have any red vehicle med bags. I know we have orders for those. I assume that's what you ordered. Vince Vega, what's up, dude? We did a lot of snake business today. Built a bunch of cages. Shot videos building cages. We recorded a Pulling the Thread podcast. We recorded a Q&A video, Scully and I did. Did a video of building a cage. Did a update video for the other channel today, second week update. And we went and actually met with the dudes about the building, and that's all in motion. Got the FUPA XL, right on, Vince. Got a black and red vehicle mat. Yeah, I don't have one. Unless it's shipped, I don't think I have one. We'll be at Kentucky Sustainable. No, I'm not even invited to Kentucky Sustainable. Ordered a vehicle med bag, right on. Lots of hammers today. I may be getting the Heemeyer bag with the OD radio pad. If you ordered on the code and asked for it, yeah. We built a bunch of those. That's probably why those just shipped out. We shipped out like 40 of those orders yesterday. Gold Leader, what's up? Went to a local gun show looking for a No Frills Mini 14 and not a single vendor. That doesn't surprise me. They don't make them anymore, right? Remember the A-Team, those side folder stainless steel? You know, it was mostly Department of Energy. DOE had those guns. The full auto ones anyways. Do you make any bags for dudes? I don't know what you're talking about. Do I make any bags for dudes? I suspect that the Home Depot houseplant is a shit talker, and he is about to burn his account. I recognize him from the other night, and he said some shit that was kind of questionable. That or he's drunk or fucking just straight retarded. Can't believe Kentucky sustainable tickets are only 17. Because that's all collapsing. There's no fear, and they're not breaking even. They've lowered all the prices. I had said for a long time we needed to lower prices and bring in a lot more vendors to our event and lower prices and get people in the gate, because my concern with either of the events is when we put a drone up, number one, when you take social media pictures during the event, you need to take pictures of people that look like they're having a good time and like there's a lot of people present, volume. So that is needed to happen. And especially when we do a drone shot, it is more important to have 500 people than to make more money, right? So if we lower the price and move the volume, you will make the money through the volume. And I've said that all along. And I went to the very first Kentucky Sustainable show. The venue was very nice. He had good sponsors. There was not a lot of people there. In a matter of fact, we've shot a lot of footage there, and I don't think we ever even published the footage. There was just not, there wasn't people there. It made the show look very, well, it made it look bad. It made it look bad. And it's on a dirt floor, and I had met some good people at Kentucky Sustainable, but that's it. I suspect that they'll be done with that show from now on. It won't happen again, I would guess. MTC, that's something you told me, Josh. That's something you told me that has stayed with me since the day you said it. The most profitable thing in the restaurant business is chicken. The most expensive thing is empty seats. You know who has speaking of restaurant, I guess it's fast food. I have been to 3 or 4 Panda Expresses in the last month, because we've gone for an entire weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We leave Friday, get there Friday night, be there Saturday, Sunday. But we finished up our business on Saturday and had a lot of animals. So we needed to we're like, let's just come back home and we'll have Sunday at home. And hella salty, but I'm gonna have to read what Ken's saying. I don't know what we're talking about. But the Panda, so we were like, where do you want to eat? And I know Amanda likes Panda Express, and we hadn't been there in 20 years probably. I'm like, let's go to Panda Express. And they're all like new. They're all like clean, new locations. Even in the hood, the Panda Express looks brand new. So we walk in the door, and they immediately greet you like, I'm in Atlanta, and definitely don't know anybody, and these people are talking to me like they know me. They're like so friendly. I'm like, where the fuck are we at? And you have your food within 3 minutes. It's fresh, it's hot. I'm watching them put and drop new food, and I'm like, holy shit, these guys are super staffed. Like they have a lot of employees. And then we went to one in Chattanooga, and then we went to one in Atlanta, and then yesterday or day before, we went to one in Dixon on the way back. And I knew we had driven back with the U-Haul, and she's like, I'm hungry. I go, you want to eat at Panda? She's like, I was hoping you were going to say that. So we go to Panda Express in Dixon, same thing. And I go, holy shit, these dudes have, like, they are on point. They are like, and the thing about Panda Express is you can see the entire cook line. You can see everybody in there. It's like there's nowhere to hide. Even in the cooler, it's got a glass door. You can see all the way in there. I'm sure there's a manager's office or something. And I had said it to Amanda again. She goes, that sign's on the wall in every one. It says they hire at $18 an hour starting out. They're $48,000 for a shift leader. It's $80,000 for an assistant manager and $120,000 for a manager. Well, no fucking wonder. I didn't see a kid at any of them. I didn't see a disheveled uniform, and everybody was working and was either happy or pretended to be happy. And I think, and I was telling Jeff, I go, dude, I think it's the higher pay. You get adults or adults that act like adults with higher pay. And Jeff said it's not. You're going to have management in every location. You probably have corporate coming into those stores, or have a district manager that makes the rotations, that identifies and takes care of the problem and weeds out the problems very quickly. AHHH, what's up? Dano, for the Midwest, Springfield, Missouri has the best steak. Panda Express is usually good food. I'm surprised Josh said that. Tim, what's up, buddy? Panda makes good fast food because they hire Hispanic cooks. So the first one we went into was all white people. The one in Atlanta was all Mexicans, and the lady that seemed to be running the show, she was that was definitely abuela, right? That was like a older Mexican grandma. The one in Dixon, super sissy fag Mexican dude, I think was management because he had the black uniform, and all the rest of them, I guess it probably was Mexican there. Find a Walmart and you'll find a Panda Express. There's a district difference between corporate store and a franchise store. Hold up, I'll shorten my name. There's a place here with huge tenderloins. My grandpa is taking me for my birthday. Right on. I've got 3 Rallyman pouches, and it's hard to squeeze to get 3 G. No, you don't have Rallyman. Something's wrong. That should not be the case. And it won't let me fit 3 PMAG. No, you don't. Something's wrong with it. You either don't have a Rallyman, or that should not be the case. You can easily get 3 metal mags in there because they'll also hold 2 308 mags or 3. How are you putting them in? You know, for the metal mags, they're supposed to go 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3. We have seen people try to do that. The metal mags go forward facing, away from your body, perpendicular. The mags, your body's here, your mags go 1, 2, 3, side by side. Jafar, okay. Rallyman pouches are they're big. Yeah, I can put my hand in there and make a fist. I do forward with metal. You got something wrong. Evening wandering around in Blythewood, South Carolina. The 3 has 8 upon us, hazy hot heat. I don't know what you're talking about. Tried both with peanuts. Yeah, you got something wrong. Did you buy them from us? I wish Walmart and Panda Express was true. I'm an hour away from any Panda. Oh, got it. There's a Panda Express in Chattanooga, Josh. But if we're going to Chattanooga, we're not eating Panda Express, right? We did because we had a ton of animals, and we couldn't leave the van unattended for, more than 10, 15 minutes. Have you used 22 but with shotgun? Are you talking about the little bird shots? Never been to a shit, Amish Angie. We should almost we need a short bus, number 1, and helmets. They could even be like Walmart child's helmets with propellers, right? And we should load everybody up and go to Panda Express. And you get some mags for the M1 carbine. Was wondering if you had any pouches that you think would fit the size best. Jacob Ennis, what are we talking about? Weird question. My dad passed away last month, and I have a keepsake urn that is about 2.5 by 3.5. I'd like to take him with me when I go hunting. I think you could put him in a Rallyman mag pouch. Anybody have any input on that? I think you could get it in a Rallyman mag pouch. Now, oh yeah, Nalgene, good call. They definitely fit in a Nalgene. In Idaho, Panda Express is always in the Walmart parking lot. Yeah, I can go through the email to find the order number if you want. We're in the process of moving. Tavar, just send me an email, buddy, so I have some direct communication with you. You bought them. When did you buy them? What color are they? I'm gold leader. I think she went into the Marines after that. My neighbor's daughter raped behind the dumpster of a Panda Express she worked at. The nearest Panda Express to me is next to Safeway and Trader Joe's. How big is the urn in comparison to a soda can? Pat, what's up, dude? Jacob sounds like a cigarette pouch would work, or a radio pouch. Is Jacob the dude saying on the urn? Closest Panda Express is outside of Lowe's. Like where though? Where the fuck are you guys at? 2.5 by 3.5. I don't think. Maybe Tim. Maybe I'm taking 2.5, 3.5 this way, not height wise. Put a bit of him in a drug baggie and in your wallet. Cigarette pouch or utility. Where's the closest to us? Isaac, I think it's Dixon. I had lunch there yesterday while you were not with us, motherfucker. I had it also this weekend in Atlanta while you were also not with us. And then I also had it without you in Chattanooga the weekend before. Cigarette pouches are very useful. Yeah, they look good too. Cigarette pouch would probably be too small. 6x6 pouch would work. 6x6 would definitely work. Isaac Bundy, you are a bastard. You know those people you live with aren't your real parents, right? You little motherfucker. Red Bull cookie. I haven't got shipping notice yet on the injection. Paul, we made those for you, and I know there was a code. I call myself having. Do you know what the order number is, Paul? You can find it easier than I can find it. That's why I'm asking you. Got my order in today, right along with my AR-10 lower. Nice. Nice. The AR-10 lower is probably very cooler. It was like Christmas. I wore the pine. Oh, I love the pine tree shirt. I love the pine tree shirt. People think AK-47 is the only gun with AK, but there's AK. Yeah, there's a lot of others. What's the actual difference between AK-47 and AKM? Isn't the AKM a heavy barrel like a machine gun? Is Jose on here? Jose? I have not seen him on here yet. Is Jose missing? He's probably with Hose B. Homestead, yes. Chuck, are you saying that Jose is on here? Or that Jose is missing? Or that the difference between AKM and AK-47 is that one is a heavier barrel machine gun? Like a PKM. Paul, there we go. Hold on, let me look at this. AKM is stamped AK-47. No, interesting. You guys do know that AKs are like shit, right? You know why you don't ever see optics on AKs over in Ukraine right now? Because they don't fucking hold zero. If you're giving them to like children or chimpanzees, AK-47. But if you have an IQ above that of mental retardation, not AK-47. I know people are like losing their shit, right? And I'm friends with Sonny, who is actually very fucking smart. I'm surprised he still uses an AK. 232257. 232257. Paul, I don't know why this hasn't shipped. You're the whole reason we built these things. Injectable pouch. I had your order, dude. I don't know. Let me look into this, man. This should have gone. You custom ordering, that's why we built those. I'm looking at those as well, Amanda. I'm thinking about getting them as a Christmas gift along with vehicle. What are we talking about, Angie? Now Russia uses AKs. Yeah, they use that AK-12 now. And the ones you guys can buy are not the same thing. It is a change in design. I may have it backwards, but the AK design, got it. It's the receiver. The original AK-47 was middle. Got it, okay. PJ is heavy barrel. PK is heavy barrel. I need dash cam recommendations. There's some, I keep seeing a couple that look pretty good, Amanda. I do a lot of my own gear fab. What denier quarter 500 would you say is your go-to for longevity between weights and durability? You save a fuck ton of weight going from 1,000 to 500, and you will also find that the print on the 500 is way higher definition than on the 1,000. We used 1,000 for a long time. Even for 10 years after 500 was out, I did not use 500. Your wear and tear will be less on the machines running 500. It is definitely easier to sew, for instance, 10 layers of Cordura in 500. But the 500 is plenty strong enough, and you save a fucking ton of weight. Most recommendations AK I've seen is from PSA. Do you care what age watches or not? No. Are you about to tell me you're a child? Dude, are you trying to get banned? No, I don't. Are you talking about what age of wrist piece, or are you talking about age of viewer? Every time somebody comes out with and gives me some information that they think should preclude them, I always think they're just trying to cause problems for me or my channel. Saw quite a few Zastovs at the show. I spent years with a large name in the AK world, imported guns and D-grade guns sent to the U.S. to recoup costs. Interesting. My buddy Jacob worked for Century and brought in ships full of AKs and ammunition. Placed 12/3/24. Hadn't had time to try them out. Okay, you got your order number. Reply to your confirmation if you can. If you cannot, just send me an email through the website. Hey, these mag pouches are tight or whatever. Give me your order number, and we will send you a packing slip to send those back to us, and then we'll get you some that are for sure going to work. I met Jacob at Shot. Yeah, Jacob's a good dude. Super good dude. He came to our booth. Had an Arsenal years ago. Circle 11 is King RM, right? Isaac, I don't know who you're talking to. If you're talking to me, I don't know what we're talking about there. Just saw a small utility message in the text tonight. It looks like that would work well. I think it probably would. McRib is back. Don't eat it, man. You're going to be vaccinated even though you didn't want to be. And poisoned even additionally. You won't be able to have children. They're not going to take your blood. You're not going to be able to donate sperm, plasma. So it's just poor all around. If you kids, they'll definitely be retarded. More so than normal. Cops took mine when the cops take. Lord of War keeps the AK love going. Yeah, that truly is Jacob. Definitely an AR guy. Good. Or HK, you know, German. The Germans kind of did shit right. Isaac, why do you have an AK? Sell that along with your 5.7. You know, Cody bought the 5.7 for his ex-girlfriend. And then Isaac's like, oh, that sounds great. I'll take the gun you don't want that you got for your ex-girlfriend. I love my AK. It's been a good day. You didn't even have to use the AK. Can you backwards hurdle your chair with a Saquon bar? I don't know what you're talking about, but you're banned, dumbass. You're gone, motherfucker. This is my 4th account because Homestead Medical got me banned. Okay, well, you're banned now too, dumbass. You should have just... Why do people not just shut the fuck up? Like, just shut the fuck up. I buy palm. Next time you come back with a fake account, don't fucking skyline yourself. AKs are great. Something about having a bad guy gun. It's a vibe. See, I know I've seen a lot of bad guys, and they weren't using AKs. It's all good, John. They're still great pouches, dude. Seriously, we can send them back and get you some. I've got. What color are they? I know you said. I'm looking for it here. Time to try. Oh no, maybe you didn't say. I don't see it in here. There's no way to stretch them. No, there's no way to stretch them. I've got green. I have like every color of them right now. No daddy at home. No, because he'd be beating the shit out of them. Daddy would have drowned him. Will you do videos with Ben Thomas again? If Ben is here, yes, we will actually absolutely sit down and do a podcast with Ben. You know, Ben as a child, like, lives in the other, well, one of the extreme sides of the United States. Everybody's very enamored with Ben. And the real truth is, if Ben wanted you to know what Ben was doing, Ben would tell you guys. Like, I talked, Ben was on here. Ben was on here a couple months ago, made dozens of posts. Any cool new purchases? I bought a 16 by 60 foot building. It's badass. It's dark gray, black roof, black trim, no windows. It's gonna definitely have no snow or ice. It's gonna look like a motherfucking weed grow all year long. I literally, every time law enforcement comes to the property, I'm like, hey, I need you to come look at, and I don't tell them, hey, this building's full of snakes, because they won't look. We just walk in, they're like, what is all this? I'm like, it's snakes. What? And they like fucking lose their shit. I need them to know when the warrant comes up because of the electricity bill that I am not growing marijuana. Missed the watch talk yesterday. The last run was pretty off. Taka, I'll look through. You would appreciate that. You would appreciate that. I do have a few of them in the safe. You won't get a warrant for electric use. Is that not a thing anymore, Ken? Totally down for one if it's happening. We're not currently running one, but I have some of the original ones. If you pay your bill, they don't care. Got it. Got it. Just want to say I watched one of your older videos talking about your struggles going through rough times and starting all over. It's been a real big... Thank you, dude. I don't generally come out the gate with that like, poor me. When dudes tell me why they can't do something, then I come out with, well, this is where I was, and I was literally home from prison, still on probation, still custody of the halfway house, and literally within 3 days of being home, I had 3 jobs working 80 hours a week, and then 2 weeks later, I rented 2 sewing machines, and by the end of the year, I had made $960,000 in my mom's garage. While the probation officer, I had a cool probation officer at first, and then I had this female probation officer, and she like would take Amanda aside, and she's like, do you feel in danger? Do you feel threatened? And like, she came to the house one time and comes up, and I got like 10 dudes, like fucking, they were all SEAL Team 7 guys. And she's like, who are all, and she was kind of shitty. She's like, who are all these guys? I go, SEAL team? She's like, seriously, who are all these guys? And they pulled out their IDs, and they were all fucking SEALs. And she was kind of cool after that. Like, I'm like, look, I realize that you're used to dealing with criminals, but I'm gonna be the easiest person on your caseload. like, let's just get whatever this is out of the way. Maybe in a house, but not a commercial business. Interesting. Got it. Just ordered Jacob Innes. Thank you. I'm not sure what you just ordered, but thank you. Here you might get a warrant for high power bill. I'm going to start building a new greenhouse. Thinking geo. That'd be awesome, dude. Look up Wafati, right, in ground. Multicam, but seriously, I've got plenty of use. No worries. If you decide you want to change them, now's the time to do it. Michael Hernandez, everything you need to grow pot is at a reptile shop. Maybe, I don't know. I got a buddy that's pretty big pot grower, and if I was going to grow pot, that's the dude I would talk to. He's actually in this thread right now commenting. Just wanted to say I watched one of your older videos. Okay, we read these. So John's a real motherfucker. Not nice, but good. Thanks for the $2.22. John Street cred high. Do you have any Civil War or World War antiques? I have a Civil War amputation saw, like a real one. I have some medical devices and stuff, but I don't have a lot of like cool World War II. I really like Nazi shit. I know people like lose their minds over it, but I just think that their stuff was so fucking clean, especially their ovens. I say that because I got a little Jew friend on here. I'm joking. I'm just serious. That is an awesome motivational story. Currently regrowing my femur from a 68-day stay ICU post motorcycle. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'll bet that's fucking painful, man. Weren't the ovens? 2 of the ovens were built in Ohio. All of the IBM stands for International Business Machine, and every camp had one. So this is the 4-foot cage that I just put together. These are pretty nice. These come pre-wired. I don't have it plugged in, obviously. These have, this lock does not go on here, but works. And these come with sockets inside. And then I've got cages that go over the sockets, and they come with a fluorescent also. And then I've got these 6-footers. That's a 4-footer. But we built a bunch of these last night and today, and then Isaac built a few. We built a few yesterday or a couple days ago. And the concern was that they don't hold moisture, but I have them stacked directly on top, and they're holding probably too much moisture. So that was cool. We did a build video, a full assembly video on how to build this, and then we did a couple other videos today. We did the Pulling the Thread podcast video today. We did the question and answer for Patreon and members. If you guys see people on here commenting, you see these guys with these little red circles with stars next to those names, those are members. And the color denotes how long they've been a member for. And we do a podcast, and that podcast comes out to members only. You will see them. You've probably seen some of them on this YouTube channel, but they come out months after the fact. So we do them as current events for members. And then members also, there's a thread every week. Members can ask questions, anything they want, and then we build a whole video around the questions that members ask. So we did those today. We built out some more caging, and we built some of these other cages also, and that happened. No new animals today. We did get some. You guys haven't seen this yet. I'm not going to get it out right now, but there it is. Let's put a little light on her. Not trying to shine her right in the eyes, but that's a 11-foot reticulated python, and that's a big one. It was very nice the other day. I don't know coming straight out of the cage how it'll be, so we're not going to get bit tonight. But I did get bit a lot by this one. Amanda only gets mean snakes. I don't know what happens. That one bit the shit out of me. I tend to listen to the Pulling the Threads on the way home from work. Well, thank you, dude. Are you going to do any runs of belts right now? We do runs of belts every day, man. We build between 20 and 50 belts a day. I subscribe. Thank you, Aviation Creator. What do you do, Aviation Creator? Are you building planes or flying planes, or what are you doing? I don't do aviation stuff, but it's very fascinating. Did you find? We did find the escaped snake, and that snake got out twice yesterday, and we found it. And Isaac's like, "Bro, dude, aren't you worried?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I've never had a snake get out that we have not found." I do drone stuff, yeah, and I break all the laws. I post aviation stuff. Cool. Who's the dude that was a Top Gun pilot, the F-14 pilot? His shit's awesome. Like, Fat Electrician does a lot of stuff about pilots and shit too. I tend to listen on the way home. When's the snake room getting delivered? They tell us 6 weeks, but then they're like, if you want it rushed, we can rush it. I'm like, and I'm thinking, how much rushed? And like, I'm thinking like $1,000, get it a couple weeks earlier, totally do that. And they're like, oh no, you just have to check the box. It says you need it rushed. I'm like, okay, cool. What does that look like? They're like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, well, what if we gave them an extra $1,000? It doesn't seem to be necessary. I saw a F4 Phantom simulator for sale. I want an ejection seat. I think that'd be cool. Wallapini, that's what I meant to say, Angie. The in-ground, yeah. Well, check out Archicopia. Archicopia, they're in Canada. They have a really neat greenhouse that's in the ground kind of deal. Cheyenne sings. Hey, what's up, Starshine? Dano, get some rest. I hope you sleep well. Recently broke my drone from Iraq. What kind of drone did you have from Iraq? Get your drone parts now while you can. What's up, Josh? What's going on? Because they're banning all our shit. I bought a couple snakes from a dude that does FPV drones. And he actually trains military personnel 1 weekend out of the month. And he knew some of the same people that we know. He's worked with some dudes out of Campbell and stuff. And they 3D print a lot of that shit. And he's using DJI firmware on FPV. Like he had some drones in the car. They're pretty neat. I've never flown FPV drones. Frequent Memphis much. I can go to Memphis if we need to. I go, I don't know, several times a year. Yeah, we run to Memphis. There's a couple restaurants we like and antique stores there. Went to a Reptile show last month. No DJI sales in America, right? No shit. I had no idea. I've still got 2 buckets full of drones that have been repaired. I mean, I assume they will still work. It's amazing what these 3D printer drones can do. Yeah, there's some wild shit out there. I'm out of the loop. You're getting a full-on snake reptile? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Scott, what's up, dude? How was the honeymoon, man? It looked like you guys had a lot of drinking and a lot of fun. Look up Wafati. That's what I'm thinking, starting small to see what works. Wallapini, Wafati. I was looking at something on Amazon. You know what they stopped making? They stopped making fucking Scotch Guard. Like the shit you spray, the stain guard. They stopped making it. And Amanda's like, I can't find this. And I got on and I found it. And it's like, I'm like, it's right here on Amazon. But it's $48 a can. Because they stopped making the shit. We used to spray that all over ski clothes and shit. I was a SVE, think. But it says Pioneer. I got it from a Arab market with my, oh, very cool. It's the drainage called, isn't the drainage called Wadi? I'm not sure. Is the SOE back page Facebook group still active? Yes. People don't know what that's called. It's private. And you have to answer 3 questions. And remarkably, dudes don't answer questions. I've not even looked at requests to get in that group. I've not put anybody in that group for a year probably. I know idiots who used to huff Scotch Guard and paint and gas and all kinds of shit. I have to show my ID to buy fucking paint, but not gasoline. Fucking amazing. It's expensive now, Scotchgard. Yeah, because they apparently it had PFAS in it. Remove all the fucking toxic shit and nothing works anymore. Stain guard stuff. Yeah. Have you tried Max Guard? I have not. Tell me about it. I'm sure my wife would like to hear about it. If you still come to STL, I found an abandoned aviation school with a lot of stuff still. Where's STL? Seattle? I'm Arabic. Right on. Aviation creator. Right on. How long ago did you start SOE here? 35 years, maybe. Oh, St. Louis. Okay. Scotchgard is still at Walmart online. Yes, but not Stain Guard. Not the Stain Guard one. Honeymoon was great. Had a couple of pina coladas every hour. He means every hour. Nassau, Bahamas. I could have missed out completely. Pretty trashy. The rest of the time was amazing. You know why it's trashy? It's all them. It's all those cruisers. It's the cruisers. STL, St. Louis. There's a abandoned airport here in Nashville. It was flooded, completely flooded, and now it's overgrown. There's a couple like hiking trails through there, and there's a couple buildings in there that still have aircraft inside them, and it's a abandoned place. I'm just here for the M81. I'm with you, buddy. I had a chick at Home Depot give me the 3rd degree about ID for a marker. First off, I'm 30. Yeah, go try to buy some fucking batteries. 33 and work 40, and I'm second. Do I look like I huff more? No shit. No shit. Recently, my neighbor died. He worked for Microsoft Intel. Are we glad that he died, or are we not happy that he died? Sometimes things need to happen, you know. Before my accident, we applied their products for automotive upholstery. It seemed to work really well in the rent. Yeah, absolutely. Are you the dude that had the motorcycle accident earlier that I was talking to? Oh, what just happened? My whole thing closed. What's the usual edge tape color for woodland butt packs and all woodland stuff? Well, I would love to put woodland edge tape on there, but a lot of times we don't have it. So we can put coyote on there. Green would work too. I mean, you could apply any color that's woodland. But the real answer is get the motherfucker dirty. It's not going to matter what color edge tape's on it. What is the usual edge tape? Actually died sadly. Well, I'm sorry for you then. I'm sorry to hear that, man. So you've been in the hospital regrowing femur. Did they have to remove any, or is it a reassembly? I assume there's rods and plates and such in there. Are you able? You're obviously doing a lot of like PT, physical therapy and stuff. I'm sure it's horribly painful. Do we all sell IFAKs? I sell a couple products called IFAK, as in the pouch. Homestead Medical, who's on here. He's one of the moderators here. He's actually a friend in real life. He's taught a lot of classes here. He sells all the load kit for those. Every medical pouch that I make, Homestead Medical will send you all of the contents to put inside. I have 8 inches of okay, 8 inches of cadaver bone in there, and a femoral nail going through my knee. So with the cadaver bone, is there any anti-rejection drugs that go with that? Like, I didn't know when you get an organ transplant, you have to take anti-rejection drugs for the rest of your life because your body tries to reject the organ. At least that's my understanding. I assume that's not the case with bone, I assume. But I don't know that. Josh, thanks for the link there to the Tear Off Man pouches. Cal Blades SOE sells pouches. See Homestead Medical for content. Yeah, he has a load kit for everything we make. My mother-in-law broke her femur in January, and it is a slow heal. I met your mother-in-law. 50 Tennessee CSA. Does he do any TECC class. He does all kinds of classes. Chuck, Homestead Medical right there. You can check out Homestead Medical here on YouTube. You can check out Homestead Medical. Is it .com, Chuck, or .us? Had to replace the nail once already. Why did they have to replace the nail? I'm genuinely curious about this. I need a stain guard, Scotch guard, not waterproofer. I bought an this is all Amanda has found these tank tops that she looks amazed. She looks amazing in everything, but she looks even more amazinger. And she really likes these tank tops. And it has become this huge fucking ordeal. And I'm like, baby, just buy 100 of the tank tops. But she's looking for and the crazy shit is, once she has it, it won't be a big deal anymore. It'll be something. It's because we can't get the shit. Suppress your immune system so your body doesn't attack a foreign object. Yes. Stain guard. I bought an OD tank top and my huge boobs catch everything, so I need to keep light. You know what it is? It's my hands. It's my hands. STAC's website, noticed they had hanging pouch called a dingle. Looked a lot like the dangler. Yeah, they should have just called it dangler. Everybody else does. I was buying a spray paint from Ace Hardware. Had to show ID, but people don't show ID for buying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, man. You don't got to buy... You can buy fentanyl in the parking lot, and they're not IDing you. I broke my femoral nail and the plate growing down the outside of it from metal fatigue. They put in a nail for a short person, what they had in stock in the Jesus. That's fucking wild, man. There's got to be somewhere to get a 55-gallon drum of Scotch guard. I'm sure there is. Probably Alibaba. 32 degree tank tops from Costco are amazing. Bought 20 of them already. S Max Guard does sell it in a 55-gallon drum. Homestead Medical. He does not mind if you send him a PM. Absolutely do. Lame scumbags like us, aviation. At this point, you should have them break the other and make you a little taller. Buddy, man, I cannot imagine the fucking, just the pain that goes with that. Tractor Supply requires ID for Coleman propane tanks, but not 30-pound tanks. You know those Coleman propane, those 1-pounders are going away. They've got this, like, fucking billet cool one that can be refilled that costs $100 or something. Like, the little toss-aways are going away. Sean Ryan podcast with Newsom was interesting. Yeah, I'm going to listen to that. Of course he's going to run. Absolutely he is. Needed to show ID for BBs. Like BB pellet gun shit? That doesn't surprise me. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. .511, and this leg they worked on is now 2 inches shorter. So, well, you'll have a taller shoe on that side, I take it. He let Gavin run his podcast. Did he? I heard he gave him a gun. Did Gavin Newsom seem? Have you guys seen the AI generated shit of him? I recognize the Sean Ryan set, and Newsom was just saying some crazy shit, and I'm like, oh, this is AI. You guys have one of these? This little Milwaukee screwdriver. It's ratcheting. It comes with all the bits. Fucking great little thing, man. I use this all the time. My girls pick them up. My employees pick it up. And then I'll go looking for it and find it. And then they're like, who took my screwdriver? I'm going to go buy 20 of those and just give them to everybody. Newsom said he's not anti-2A. No, he's not. He just doesn't want you to have guns. He has a whole security detail. There's some debris in the tray. We vacuumed it out, but I'm not finding it. I'm going to have to get further in there tomorrow. The tray is filling back up with water, which turns the unit off. I've never had it do this little one, though. So we're filming, and Amanda turned the air on, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and we look, and it's like 120 degrees standing by the door, and I'm like, something's not right. And Brandle's like, the thing is switched on, but it was switched on, but the panel, the LCD panel, was blank because it had shut itself off because of the water flow. It's got a little sump pump that pumps water up out of the tray from condensation. And for all the units, and pumps it outside. Newsom loves guns for, yeah. The rules for them, not for us. The rules are for us, not for them. It's funny, yeah, it is funny when Trump pumps them. Referring to the HVAC's decent universal A coil on there. I'm not sure what that means. But not weapons of war. His whole security detail has weapons of war. I had a screw with an impeller on AC to get it unstuck to work again. Had AC condenser and furnace replaced in my house today. Yeah, the wallet, yeah. All that shit is super fucking elevated in price right now. Samsung's quoting commercial units like 6 years out. Trump is tired of us conspiracy people talking about Island Oak. Yeah, I think you're gonna be surprised by Scully's take. We talked about that quite a bit on the podcast today. It's not the list. What you should be pushing for is who are they prosecuting, right? We don't care about the list. Who are the criminals? Where are the prosecutions? If you're going to put Ghislaine Maxwell in prison, who is she selling the kids to? Bought BBs from Bass Pro Shop without ID at 11. Yeah. Glover's video on Epstein. I haven't watched that. I did watch a video this morning from Fieldcraft and Survival. Hey, do me a favor, anybody that's on here, go on Facebook and Instagram. Does he have an Instagram? Look up Lusk trailer sales if you would, and just give them some traffic. Just give them some comments over there if you would. This is a friend of ours. I know he's got a Facebook. I think there's an Instagram also. Lusk trailer sales in Camden. Just leave a couple comments if you would. Just leave some traffic. Pointy hats got Trump concerning Epstein. Yeah. Bass Pro Shop don't give a shit about IDs. We should make the argument about weaponization of law. Can anyone be locked up for trafficking without any kids or clients? Yeah, I mean, fuck them, but us. All right, guys. I started this way late tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. And text went out. Anything you see on there, we can ship to you in the morning. And we'll see you guys later. Check out SOE Reptiles if you're into any of that stuff. That's our other Instagram and YouTube. Leave some comments and some traffic. By their standards, I'm able to go live. But every time I try to go live on those channels, it says that I'm not eligible yet. So if you like those videos, leave us some comments over there. No coyote mesh pockets yet. We have a ton of them going. I can send you woodland. I can send you multicam. I can send you any of these mesh pockets, but I do not have coyote ones yet. Newsom pulling a page out of Trump's playbook, doing all the pod. Yeah, they all are. That's what they said. They need their version of Joe Rogan. Want to see the build outs on the cages, Kevin? We filmed one today on assembly, and then I put one of the other bigger ones together tonight, and we'll do a video of assembly. I've got a bunch of them. I have like fucking over 100 cages to put together right now. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.